Mental math tricks: multiply by breaking apart a factor. Mental math is math we calculate in our head without paper and pencil. We can mentally multiply greater numbers by multiplying lesser numbers than adding. We should have all the multiplication facts to 12 memorized by the end of 4th grade. You should have had them memorized before you started 5th grade. But knowing some of those facts will help us know all of them. I'm going to use an easy one to explain what we're going to learn in this video. If you're trying to figure out 6 times 4, you think, well, 6 is a 3 plus 3. So we can do 3 times 4 plus 3 times 4. If you know 3 times 4 is 12, we just add 12 plus 12, and that's equal to 24. We broke apart the factor 6 into a 3 plus 3, and we multiplied each of them by 4. So here's a visual of what we just did. We're trying to figure out 6 times 4, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of 4. We have 6 rows of 4. We broke it into a 3 groups of 4 and a 3 groups of 4. So we had 12 plus 12, which is 24. Here's another easy example to explain what we're doing. If we need to figure out 6 times 9, many of you might already know the answer, but to figure it out, what we're doing is we're breaking this 6 into a 5 plus 1. So we're doing 5 times 9 plus a 1 times 9. Using easy multiples like 5s can help us. We can quickly skip count by 5s, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Now we just need to add one more 9. We can actually think of this 45 plus 9 as a 44 plus 1. That would make the 45. We have to add the 9, but by breaking this 45 into a 45 plus 1, remember, we're doing this in our head with no paper. We can think 44 plus 10. See how I gave that 1 to the 9 to make it a 10? And it makes it easier to add? We talked about that in the previous mental math trick videos. We think 5 times 9 plus 1 more 9. That gives us 54. We can break apart a factor to help us mentally multiply greater numbers. If we need to multiply 18 times 3, we break the 18 into a 10 plus 8. And we think 10 times 3 plus 8 times 3. 10 times 3 is 30. We're going to add 8 times 3, which is 24. It's equal to 54. We do it all in our head. Here we have 23 times 5. We think of the 23 as a 20 plus 3. We multiply 20 times 5, which is 100, and we add 3 times 5, which is 15. It's equal to 115. If we want to multiply 37 times 3, we split the 37 into a 30 and a 7. We do 30 times 3 plus 7 times 3. We have 90 plus 21. And we can break the 21 into a 10 plus 11. To add quickly, we give that 10 to the 90 to make 100, and think in our head, we just need to add the 11 that's left over. It's 111. Because remember, we're doing this without paper. We're doing this in our head. So we're going to break the 37 apart into a 30 and a 7. We get a 90 and a 21. This 90 only needs 10 more to be 100, so we split the 21 into a 10 plus 11, make that 100, and add the remaining 11. All in our head. Now the equation is 17 times 4. We can break this 17 into a 10 plus 7. We multiply 10 times 4 and 7 times 4 and add them together. 10 times 4 is 40. 7 times 4 is 28. We think in our head, 40 plus 28 is 68. We have 4 tens and 2 tens, which makes the 6 tens, and 8 ones, it's 68. We can also break apart the 4 into a 2 plus 2. We can do 17 times 2 plus 17 times 2. It doesn't matter which factor we break apart to mentally multiply. We just use the one that's going to make it easier on us. Most people will find this way easier. If you know that 17 times 2 is 34, or 17 plus 17 is 34, then you can just add 34 plus 34 to get our 68. Whichever is easier for you. Here we have 81 times 7. We break the 81 into an 80 and a 1. We do 80 times 7 plus 1 times 7. 80 times 7 is 560 plus 7. We have 567. We multiply the 8 tens by 7, then the 1 by 7, and add the products together. 8 tens times 7 makes 56 tens, which would be 560. Let's try a similar one to the last one. Here we have 92 times 3. We're going to break the 92 into a 90 plus a 2, and we're going to multiply both of them by 3. So we have 90 times 3 plus 2 times 3. 90 times 3 is 270. We think 9 tens times 3 is 27 tens. 9 times 3 is 27, and since we're multiplying tens, we have 27 tens. 27 tens is equal to 270. Then we add the 2 times 3, that's 6. We have 276. Now, if this was very confusing for you, stick with me, because our very next video, we're going to talk about that as a mental math trick. In our next lesson, we're going to talk about multiplying multiples of 10, 100, 1000 by counting zeros. If you like these mental math trick videos, I have a playlist on my channel homepage of all the mental math tricks videos that I've been making. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you join me for the next lesson. Bye.